going on, good people? Um, on a Wednesday, coming in here to check y'all out, man. Just answering any questions. A lot of y'all have questions about how I wholesale using SMS. So we're gonna address it, man. We're gonna talk about it. So y'all let me know what questions y'all got, and I answer any questions that you got about wholesaling through SMS. What's up? What's up? What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? Um, so we're gonna let these people on IG know that we live, just in case they got questions, man. I know a lot of people hit me up. It's like, hey, what about this wholesaling with SMS? So we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So how many initial texts do you send a day? So yeah, they limit you. I think we're able to send. Yeah, they limit you to 1,200, but we've got multiple launch controls, and we open up more markets. So we're still texting about 10,000 people a day. Uh, so we're still texting about 10,000 people a day on the initial text. So that's how many we got on the initial text is 10,000. But how we do it, man, is we go in there and how many launch controls do you have? So we got four launch controls. So it's four launch controls. Um, and out of those four launch controls, we're texting two markets in each launch control. And from doing that, we're able to get about 10,000 text messages out. We also go and get our VAs to go back and retext people, right? So the VAs is always going back and texting people who may have, said they're not interested, but we going back and re-hitting them. You know what I'm saying? So we're doing follow-up text message manually, right? So we're really getting out more than 10,000 a day because we're doing follow-up and going back and doing manual follow-ups, to follow up with the people that we may have talked to, and they may have fell off, or people who said they're not interested, right? So we're constantly doing follow-ups. So what's the first initial text when you text blast? Do you cold call the same people you text? Yeah, we cold call the same people we text. Initial messages range, we let our VAs come up with a lot of that text messaging stuff, but a lot of it came from the acquisition managers. So it just ranged. We was really creative, with those text messages, man. You just try to be creative. My acquisition managers talk about how you listen to songs to create the messages, how you watch movies to create the messages. Anything you hear is like, oh man, that'd be a good message, right? So just trying to have like a hook, basically, right? Trying to hook them. And we've had people respond like, oh, I never seen a message like that before. So just trying to hook them, man, is a big thing. So having that hook on the text is a good thing. But I always say, a plain text message is good too, just pretty generic, stay real general. And basically ask them, do they have any property that they might be interested in selling? So yeah, man, that's kind of how we send that initial text. And we have a lot of different templates, right? So you want to keep a lot of different templates. You want to keep your templates fresh, and that way, your templates don't show up as spammy, and your message is actually getting through. And y'all all know who I use for text messaging. That's Launch Control. So I use Launch Control for all my text messaging. That's why I do all my text messaging through Launch Control. And Launch Control is a good one, man. Just being able to get on there and send out your junk through Launch Control is real good. We also have quick replies, man. We do our quick replies. We got that all set up. And so all this is ran by our VAs, right? All this is ran by our VAs. Here we we go. All this is ran through our VAs. Our VAs run everything. They send out all the messages. They basically do all of that. The only time, my acquisition managers or me, I get involved is when like something is going wrong or somebody really is really interested and we need to get them an offer, right? So that's when I get involved, or when one of my acquisition managers have to get involved is when, it's time to give somebody a real legit offer, and we need to step in and give them that offer. So most of the time though, our VAs are able to handle, everything from top to bottom. So hold on real quick. Trying to set this up, man. But yeah, let me see what other questions we got. Do you have multiple numbers when texting or just one? I don't know how Launch Control do it, but I think they're using multiple numbers, right? We don't have to purchase the numbers on Launch Control. Launch Control kind of goes through and kind of just send out the text message. I don't know if they use different numbers. I would assume Launch Control does use different numbers, but I'm not sure about the phone numbers when we're using them through Launch Control. Let me see. What do you do if the seller say text them your offer and doesn't want to give any more information about the property? Usually when they do that, they're not interested. So most of the time I just move on. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, for sellers being like that, I usually move on and don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's usually what I do when it comes to people not being willing to talk. You know what I'm saying? If somebody not willing to talk, they usually are not interested in selling. So that's how I feel anyways. If somebody not willing to talk about their property, they probably not interested in selling. So let's see. What do you do if the seller says, okay, how many people can you text using one template? I'm not sure exactly how many. I think they used to have it at 300 per template on Launch Control. Like you could take 300 people on Launch Control with the same template. Then you got to use a different template, right? So that's why we had like a bunch of templates for Launch Control. If you're using Launch Control, let me know. If you want to sign up for Launch Control, let me know. I get you my affiliate link, and we'll get you some stuff to help you get set up on Launch Control as far as like quick replies, templates, and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're using Launch Control or want to use Launch Control, just let me know and we'll go from there. So let's see. How long did it take you to build up that relationship, trust with your buyers that you show the property? You show the property. Yeah, it takes a little building up, man. But I've been dealing with the same people, so I would say a couple of months. But I mean, I really, this may not be good, and some of y'all may not agree, but I just really trust people off the top. You know what I'm saying? I trust people off the top. I send the buyers over there, and if they go behind my back, I just don't bring them any more properties. That's the thing, man. Like I know I'm bringing the buyers value by bringing them discounted properties, and if they want discounted properties, they gon' do it the way that I asked them to do it. They go to the property, they don't talk to the seller, they just dare to inspect the property. Basically, they don't know anything else about the sale. So if they ain't going in there and doing that, then I'm not gonna be able to send them any more properties. Hey, True Living, how you doing? How you doing, True Living? So did you make a website, the seller's credibility packet? Yes, I actually, that's something that we do, man. We send out a document of credibility, just showing them like, this is the process and all that stuff. Basically, like a commitment letter or whatever, showing them what our process and what we commit to do for them. So that's what we do to make the sellers feel like they can trust us. We also got a website to make the sellers feel like they can trust us and to generate some leads in too. So we have a website to generate leads, and leads just come in off that website. We don't even do any kind of PPP. I mean, pay per click, PPC. We don't do no PPC, but leads still come in from the website. So that's always a good thing. So man, my VAs do all the texting. So all the initial texts are sent out by my virtual assistants. They're in the Philippines. So I have Philippines virtual assistants that send out all the initial texts. They start at 9 a.m. and start sending out text messages, and we'll send our stuff out. And the VAs just start responding. And like I said, we have quick replies where we set the quick replies up where it's like, okay, if they say yes, or if they want to offer, this is the first reply, right? So we got 1 by the first reply, 2 by the second reply, 3 by the third reply, 4 by the fourth reply. So we kind of have taught them how to reply to people with the different responses. There's only so many responses, people are gonna come back at you with. So based on their responses, you just teach your VAs how to respond to these people that's coming in, and then they're able to bam, 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 and then you let them know when you need to get involved. So a lot of times, what we like to do is our VAs are warned to lead up, and then they'll mark them as hot. Once the VA mark them as hot, the acquisition manager is on it. You know what I'm saying? So that way the acquisition manager is not dealing with every single text message that's coming through. A lot of times they just want to deal with the hot ones, the people that's actually interested. You know what I'm saying? So let me see, how many good buyers do you have that you do that with? Anybody that I'm dealing with, I do that with, man. Like, I ain't got time to not be trusting you. If I don't trust you, then I ain't doing no business with you at all. So any buyers that I'm dealing with, then I'm gonna trust them, and I'm gonna send them over there to the property. So that's kind of how I do it, man. But yeah, so my VAs, they send out the messages initially. They have the conversation with the people, warm them up. My acquisition managers follow up and get with the people that may be interested, that's hot. And then once they do that, the acquisition manager let the VA know, hey, we need to dispo this. You know what I'm saying? We need to send this property out to our buyers, see if they might be interested in selling at this price. And then they dispo it at that price. And then we'll see if the buyers come back with an offer. We let the seller know on the text that, hey, look, we kind of we'll try to get the amount that they want out of them. So we'll be like, hey, how much do you want? Have you considered the price that you want? Is this something that might work for you? Try to get a price out of them. Then we let them know, hey, look, we got to go to our purchase manager to get this price approved. And once approved, we can send you out an official offer. And that purchase manager is our buyers, right? Once our buyers approve, we get the offer out to the person. The acquisition manager let the VA know to send out the offer. They send out the offer, bam, we get the offer signed, and we on the run and to set up the inspection. So that's kind of how it runs, man. The whole system is that's how we run our whole system for our text messaging, man. Let me see more questions on YouTube. What deals you got working and where they come from? Cold calling and text messaging. That's everybody, like, dude, I don't know where all my deals come from. It's like, all of them funnel into Podio, and I'm really not very good at keeping up, like, with where each deal exactly is coming from. I know right now I'm getting more deals from texting than calling, but it always flips, man. And I've seen that over the time of wholesaling. It's like, okay, I'm getting deals texting, and then it's like, oh dang, I'm not getting deals texting. Oh, let me start calling. I start getting deals calling. And then it's like, dang, I'm not getting deals calling. Let me start back texting. So you go back and forth. Everybody want to know what's the magic bullet. Like, oh, does this work, that work? It's like all of this stuff work. You just have to be consistent at all of it, right? All of this stuff, all these tactics, all this stuff, it works, man. Like, I was talking to somebody not too long ago. They was talking about how they were sending out direct mails and getting deals. It's like, direct mail work. It's like, you just have to be consistent at it, man. That's it, man. Talking to somebody the other day, I'm getting more deals texting. They getting more deals calling. It's like all of it work. You just have to be consistent at it, man. There's no magic bullet. The magic bullet is consistency. That's the key. The key is consistency, man. Stay consistent in your marketing, whether that's texting, calling, RVM, any of that stuff, man. You just got to be consistent and continue to do it. So that's awesome, man. Haven't heard of anybody else that does it that way. Yeah, that's the way you do it, man. Just find that that's the way that works best for us. So how do you keep track of who is calling you back in regards to what property when it's an incoming, so you don't sit there and ask them their name. So we keep it all in call rail, and we keep all the leads in Podio. So most of the times, when we get off the phone with somebody or something like that, we calling people through call rail, and we'll send them a text message and stuff like that, and we're able to scroll back up and see the conversation, see when we called them. We can put stuff by their names and stuff like that in call rail. So call rail is a good place to keep track of your leads and keep track of people that you call, and your interaction with the people that you call. So yeah, CallRail is a good place to go and use, even as incoming calls. You can make a business sound real professional because it has where you can use funnels and CallRail. So like, say if somebody call your business, it's gonna CallRail automatically make it say, like, you could type it in and set it up where it say, "Thanks for calling Georgia Home Buyers. An agent will be with you momentarily." And then it start playing music in the background, any kind of music you want. It just sound professional. You know what I'm saying? So CallRail is a good one, man, that you can use and sound really professional. And then, let's say you say press 1 for da da da, or press 2 for this person, and they could be channeled or pushed to your acquisition manager, or they can be pushed to your lead manager, or they could be pushed to whoever it is you want them to be pushed to. So CallRail is another good one that we use, man, to really direct our calls and sound more professional when people call in. So yeah, man, CallRail is a good one. So what's up, Eduardo, man? What's up, man? Uh, that's another thing. If anybody need help with like selling property, or got leads they need to sell or whatever, especially in Atlanta, hit me up. If you're in Atlanta, you got leads you need to sell, or if you're in Atlanta, you're just a person in Atlanta, if you find somebody that's interested in selling, just send the property to me, and you got to connect. I got the buyer. We'll split it 50-50. So, y'all already got buyers, man. You know what I'm saying? You got me, you got buyers, you got me. We can JV together. So there's no excuse, man. Go out there and find a property. Talk to your neighbor, talk to the people at work, talk to the people that you pass by every day, that you see every day. Do they got a property they might be interested in selling, or do they know anybody got a property that might be interested in selling? And bam, there you go. You find somebody that's interested. You bring that property over to me, especially like I said, in Atlanta. I'm gonna, do whatever I can. I got plenty of people that's buying, and if it makes sense, it's definitely gonna get bought. So, bam, there you go, man. You in Atlanta, you already can. All you gotta do is talk to people. All you gotta do is TTP, and you're gonna get deals. You know what I'm saying? You could TTP your way into 10K, 20K, 30K, deals. You know what I'm saying? Just by talking to the people that you know. I had a guy that was talking to some of his friends that, one of his friends was getting divorced. They said they wanted to sell the house, and bam, he just brought it to me. Said, "Hey, look, he don't even wholesale or nothing. Now he getting, 50% of a deal because he just saw a situation where somebody was going to be interested in selling and just brought the lead in. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So all you got to do, man, is just bring them in, man. A lot of people, trying to figure it out. All you got to do is know somebody that's interested in selling. That's all you got to do. So I got a deal in escrow that needs to be probated. Shaking my head. How long does the probate take? Dude, probate could take months, dude. It's like probate could take months. The key is you calling people and staying on top of it. Calling the county, staying on top of it, calling the seller, make sure they're getting everything to the county, calling them to see, hey, what's holding this file up? What's holding this file up? What's holding this file up? So just continue to follow it up and continue to work on it. But you better keep that seller engaged, man, because sometimes them sellers just turn around, walk away from the deal because probate taking too long, or somebody else has told them they can help them get through the probate process faster and stuff like that. So you just got to be careful with the people in probate, making sure you keep them engaged. So how would you take any property in St. Louis, Missouri? I don't know anybody that's buying in St. Louis, Missouri, man. But if you had some out there, I'll be willing to help you try to find buyers, man. If you need help trying to find a buyer for a property, I'll definitely help you out. Let you know what I would do. So I'm working on the lead in Stone Mountain. Yeah, man, work on that lead in Stone Mountain, man. Get them under contract, or you got somebody interested selling. Let me know, man. I'll let you know, or I get you an offer on it real quick. And once we get you an offer on it, you go back and see if you can go ahead and lock it up, man. And we'll move it forward. Go ahead and close it. So yeah, man. Uh, like I said, willing to help anybody that's willing to help themselves, man. Go out there and talk to people. TTP, like Brent Daniels says, TTP, man. Go out there and talk to people, and the rest of it's gonna be history, man. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and talk to people. You find somebody that's interested. You'll bring it in. We'll get you an offer, and then we'll close that thing, man. So, yep, that's what we do. So, man, if you on YouTube, we got a few people in here. Go ahead and like the video, man. Go ahead and like the video. Eduardo, we got another one in Dallas, man. Shoot, like I said, send that mug over this way, man. We'll get you an offer on it, and then we'll run it from there. We'll go ahead and close it. So when did you when do you present a lead to a buyer? Do you only present it to the one buyer? No, I send it to all the other buyers. Once I see that a lead is interested in selling, and they have a price that they're interested in selling at, and I feel like that price would work, I send it to the buyers and say, hey, look, I have this property at, asking this price, and they'll let me know if they're interested in buying that property at that price. And if they are interested in buying at that price, bam, that's when we'll get the seller on the hook, right? Pending inspection, right? Inspection by the end buyer. And then we'll set up the inspection, let the end buyer go out there and look at the property and determine whether they want the property or not. If they want the property, we'll go ahead and set everything up and put the buyer in the contract. We already had a seller in the contract, got the buyer in the contract. We'll send it to the attorney's office to go ahead and go through with it. So that's kind of how all of that works, but struggling on sellers to sign. That was hey, if you need some help with that, man, hit me up. I'll definitely be willing to reach out to them, call them and help you take it down, man, help you get it signed, and we'll close that thing together. You know what I'm saying? So if you got somebody, we'll talk to them together and we'll get them signed up. You know what I'm saying? So hit me up, Eduardo. You already know where to find me. So yeah, man. Let me see. Got 2 leads, just need to get in touch with the owners. Yeah, that's tough, man. It's always tough to get in touch with property owners, man, to get them on the phone, even to get them to text back. It's kind of tough, man. But you just got to keep following up, man. That's what I always say, man. The follow-up is key. I heard that when I first got started, man, but it really is. Like, there's not many deals I've done off the initial talk, right? Most of it is all following up. You just have to continue to follow up with people. And as you continue to follow up with people, deals will start coming. People will finally be interested. They'll finally, they'll finally be ready to sell their property. And because you followed up with them, build that rapport, they'll be ready to sell it through you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got a deal that I got right now that I'm closing next week. Guy divorcing his wife. Been talking to this guy for about a year, right? I started talking to him last May, right? So I've been talking to this guy about a year, and now I'm finally gonna be able to close. So yeah, man, you just gotta follow up, man. That's the key when you out here, trying to do deals. But anyways, man, I just wanted to jump in here real quick to let y'all know, and how I wholesale through text messaging. Y'all got questions, man, make sure you go ahead and drop them before I get out of here. So one VA, one American acquisition manager, my VA brings 1 lead every other day. Oh man. I mean, that's okay. It depends on how good that lead is. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on how good that lead is. But shoot, as long as you bringing in leads, man, consistently, what it takes to bring in that lead, so you can scale up from there. You can go get, you can say, oh, what if I hire another VA and she doing it? Or what if I get this VA more hours? Maybe they can bring me another lead. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to look at your situation, figure out what you can do, and then do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So that's the key, man, when it comes to, trying to bring in more leads, get contracts signed and stuff like that. But yeah, man, just really, I'm in Cali. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man. But yeah, man, just really trying to turn up the leads, man. So lead source in Georgia. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So just trying to turn up your leads, man. You just have to look at what you're bringing in, and then say, okay, what if I do twice as much? What if I do more? You know what I'm saying? And track, some of those leads that you got coming in to see, you can bring in more leads doing different stuff. So, but shoot, man, I'm about to get off this thing, man. Just wanted to come through, holler at y'all, let y'all know, how we do it as far as SMS. I know a lot of y'all have questions, man, about SMS, text messaging, wholesaling. But hopefully I answered a lot of y'all questions, man. If you got more questions, just hit me up. Let me know. Hit me up on IG. Let me know if you got questions. We'll answer those. And yeah, man. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all know where to find me. I closed the deal Tuesday, my first land deal on, oh man, 2 closings for April. I'm always taking notes for you. That's what's up, man. That's awesome, man. Like, dude, that is awesome. A lot of people sleep on land, man, including me. It's like I need to be trying to search some land stuff, man. You can't sleep on land. So what was the advice about text messaging? I came late. You got to go back and rewatch this, man. So I'm finna jump out this thing. You can go back and rewatch it. Make sure y'all leave comments, man. Let me know if y'all got more questions or is anything else I can do. Like I said, if you got launch control or you're getting launch control, let me know and I'm gonna hook you up with some stuff that can help you out with launch control. So if you're using launch control for texting, hit me up. Let me know that you're using launch control, and I'll get you hooked up with some stuff that can help you as far as text messaging with launch control. So, what was your largest deal since you started? My largest deal was like that 120 something K deal, man. Did a deal for 120 something K. It was nasty. So that's my biggest deal so far, man. But anyways, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Peace out. I'll catch up with y'all later on, man. Y'all know I'm always dropping stuff. So I appreciate y'all coming through. I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all, like I said, y'all know where to find me, man. If you got questions.